A good day to Dr. Muklis and everyone. My name is Chan Shin Yi, metric number 2866416. Today, I would like to present about the consumer fast food consumption among SEFB students in University UTARA, Malaysia. So, let us look at the first part, which is the introduction. The fast food sector has experienced a significant increase in popularity, primarily driven by younger individuals' preference. This shift in the food landscape is divided on college campuses, where fast food has become essential due to its affordability, convenience, and accessibility. Factors influencing young adults' fast food choice include taste preference, affordability, price, satisfaction levels, and brand considerations. These studies aims to provide a balanced understanding of these factors, contributing to the existing body of knowledge on the fast food consumption behaviors of college students. Let us look at the background of study. In general, the fast food industry rise is largely driven by younger consumers, particularly on college campuses. Factors influencing these choices include taste, affordability, price, satisfaction, and brand considerations, contributing to the growing fast food consumption habits. From the other perspective, the United States leads globally in the fast food consumption, with 1 out of every 4 Americans eating fast food 1 to 3 times a week, resulting in an annual expenditure $160 billion. McDonald's is the most popular restaurant, followed by the UK, France, Sweden, Austria, Mexico, South Korea, Greece, and China. Australia has the lowest consumption, possibly due to the economic factor, such as higher living costs and lower income levels. In Malaysia, the YouGo APAC Dining and QSR rankings for the year 2022 shows McDonald's is the best QSR brand in Malaysia, followed by KFC and Domino Pizza. Malaysia's economic growth has led to a demand for quick, convenient, and affordable dining options. Fast food chains like Papa Rich and Old Town White Coffee offer Malaysians specialties, while McDonald's Malaysia aims to open 200 more restaurants by the year 2020. This research examines that factors influencing students' dietary preference at University UTARA Malaysia (IBTA) about fast food consumption. It focuses on utility factors, fast food pricing, income consideration, and prefer fast food brands. The fast-paced nature of university life and globalized food culture contribute to this convenience-centric decision-making. Problem statement. The fast food industry expansion among university students is a result of changing consumer habits and economic factors. Over-reliance on fast food can lead to increased price, disrupting financial priorities. Convenience and quick service can enhance satisfaction, but health and nutrition may be compromised. Higher-income students may prefer healthier alternatives, while lower-income students may consider fast food as an affordable option. Brands with strong recognition and positive public image are preferred. Understanding these factors can help create fast food facilities that cater to students' budgets and incomes, ensuring they don't burden the student body. This research will explore the following questions that have been mentioned in the problem statement. First, what are the demographic characteristics of SEFB students at UUM? Second, do gender difference affect income factor, price factor, utility factor, and brand factor of SEFB students at UUM? Third, do difference in the source of income affect income factor, price factor, utility factor, and brand factor of SEFB students at UUM? Fourth, do income factors, price of fast food, and level of utility have a significant relationship with consumer preference for fast food among SEFB students at UUM? The following are the specific objectives of the study that are related to the research question. First, to examine the demographic characteristics of SEFB students at UUM. Second, to examine whether gender difference affect income factor, price of fast food, level of utility, and brand of fast food of SEFB students at UUM. Third, to examine whether difference in the source of income affect income factor, price factor, level of utility, and brand of fast food of SEFB students at UUM. Fourth, to examine whether income factors, price of fast food, and level of utility have a significant relationship with consumer preference for fast food among SEFB students at UUM. Justifications and contribution of the study. The study aims to understand UUM students' fast food preference and the factors influencing their choices. The findings will help fast food companies tailor their menus to cater to this group of customers. The research contributes to knowledge about consumer behavior in academic settings, marketing, consumer studies, and hospitality management. It also promotes healthier lifestyle and nutritional choices among SEFB students, addressing concerns related to students' well-being and campus health policy. The study also provides insight into cultural influence and dietary choices, allowing business to tailor their offering to local contexts. The scope of this study encompasses through examinations of the consumer preference of fast food among School of Economics, Finance and Banking, SEFB students at University UTARA Malaysia. The research will delve into various aspects, including types of fast food favored by SEFB students, the factors influencing their choices, frequency of consumption, and the role of demographic variables. The scope will extend to exploring potential correlation between fast food preference and nutritional awareness, shedding light on the dietary habits of SEFB students. This study also contributes to a deeper understanding of consumer behavior in the fast food sector, specifically tailored to the unique context of business students in Malaysian university setting. Organization of study. This study follows a systematic structure approach, introducing the research, reviewing existing literature on fast food preference, outlining methodology, and presenting results. It provides a comprehensive overview of fast food preference among SEFB students at UUM and concludes with a summary, comparing findings with the literature review and offering recommendation for future research. Literature review. This chapter reviews both theoretical and empirical literature on issues that are related to consumer preference, such as price of fast food, income, allowance, level of utility, satisfaction level, and brand of fast food. The journal, articles, and previous research that have been collected were read, evaluated, and analyzed to complete the literature review for this chapter. The key points and data that were achieved from the previous study are used as guidance to complete the data analysis and hypothesis. Background. First, utility factor. Economics is considered the father of utility theory, which posits that humans do not have a defined utility functions for making decisions. Contemporary perspective shows the measuring utility is not an inherent quality of object, but a means of prediction. Acknowledging that measurements is a product of human invention is crucial for understanding utility. College students gain greater control over their lifestyle, particularly dietary choices and habits, and often eat at fast food outlets. Price utility. The global fast food sector is expected to reach 931 billion by the year 2027, with meal quality, pricing, and service quality being key factor influencing consumer behavior. Fast food businesses must provide high-quality cuisine at reasonable price and excellent customer service. Consumer primary concerns now include pricing, flavor, and quality. Health consciousness is also a significant factor influencing fast food eating behavior, with healthier menu items attracting health-conscious customers. Income factor. Western culture and time constraint have influenced fast food consumption trends, with KFC and Pizza Hut becoming popular among young people and elderly individuals. Younger generations in Malaysia favor fast food outlets, while older generations prefer heavier options. Malaysians' customers view fast food restaurant is an efficient dining environment and unusual locations for social interactions and entertainments. Rising demand and developing new market segment may push fast food firms to increase their market share. Brand factor. Brand image is a complex concept that relates to attitudes, belief, and preference towards a brand. It significantly impacts purchase decisions with a positive brand image and high-quality products, demonstrating high level of purchase decisions. Companies aim to establish a strong brand image in customer minds as it provides a sense of identify and ensures long-term success. Strength, flammability, and uniqueness are three factors that can make brand imagery meaningful. Customers also care about the origin of a product, as it reflects the brand's country of the origin and indicates its quality. A strong brand image is crucial for a company's success and continued sales. Research method. Methodology is the study of research methods. In this chapter, we will discuss in more details about the study designs that we obtain. Study design will cover the research framework, research design, questionnaire design, measurements of variables, research, instruments, data collection procedure, and data analysis technique. Research design. This paper examines consumer preference perceptions of COB students at University UTARA Malaysia, specifically SEFB students, providing details on the study type, data sources, and sampling technique. Questionnaire design. The questionnaire will be distributed through Google Form link. The two components are background and studies variables. The measurement for the research is done by using a Likert measure. There are 5 answer categories that is used to rank a list of characteristics from worst to best. The questions were presented as statement with 5-point agreement scale from strongly disagree to strongly agree. Data analysis and findings. The researcher in this study will utilize the statistical package for the social science (SPSS) to analyze the data gathered from the respondents who have completed the Google Form questionnaire that we have given. Descriptive statistic, independent sample t-test, one-way ANOVA, and Pearson correlation analysis have all been included in the analysis. In addition, we shall determine if the hypothesis of this study is accepted or denied. Descriptive analysis was applied in this study to look at respondents' demographic background. Frequency analysis was used to analyze this session and determine the frequency and percentage of each question in the demographic session. Among all the respondents, there are 40% male respondents and 60% female respondents. According to the age, there are 15.5% respondent aged 17 years old until 19 years old, 53% respondent aged 20 until 22 years old, 26.5% respondents aged 23 years old until 25 years old, and 5% respondent aged 26 until 28 years old. Next, 11% respondents from the year 1, 30% respondents from year 2, 41.5% from year 3, and 17.5% from year 4. All respondents are from the School of Economics, Finance and Banking SFB at UUM. There are 16.5% respondents are pursuing the course of Bachelor of Banking, 22.5% respondents are taking Bachelor of Finance, 12% respondents from Bachelor of Risk Management and Insurance, 22% respondent enrolled Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness Management, and 27% is the Bachelor of Science in Economics. Each respondent has a different monthly allowance for living expenses at UUM. Among them, 41.5% receive less than 300, 34% have the allowance ranging from 400 to 600, 12.5% receive 700 to 900 ringgit, and 12% receive 1,000 and above. Furthermore, a crucial factor contributing to high allowance for respondents is the primary source of financial support. Specifically, 9.5% respondent receive support from JPA, 8% from MARA, 37.5% respondent rely on parental assistance, 30% respondents secure funding through part-time employment, and 15% respondents obtain support from PTPTN. Additionally, the selection of fast food reflects the preference for the most popular fast food option at UUM. 20.5% respondents prefer Domino Pizza. 17% respondents selected KFC. 19.5% respondents choose Mary Brown. 31% favor McDonald's, and 12% respondents choose Pizza Hut. The respondents' attractions of fast food may be primarily influenced by their favorite menu items. Specifically, 12.5% respondents prefer burgers, 9% respondents favor chicken nuggets, 15% respondents enjoy eating french fry, 32% respondents prefer fried chicken, 10.5% respondents choose for ice cream, and 21% respondents like pizza. Let us look at independent sample t-test. Questionnaire A. There is no significant difference in the level of utility or satisfaction factor for fast food consumption among SEFB students between genders. H1A. There is a significant difference in the level of utility or satisfaction factor for fast food consumption among SEFB students between genders. Table shows the result of the t-test analysis. From the table, the male respondents mean equals to 3.4799. Score less than female respondents mean equal to 3.5157. The assumption on equal variance is assumed as indicated in Levin test. P equals to 0.357 and P is larger than 0.05. However, the results show no significant difference in level of utility among genders. P is larger than 0.725. The results show no significant difference between the level of utility or satisfaction factor for fast food consumption among SEFB students between genders. P is equal to 0.357 larger than 0.05. Hence, it is not rejected. This result supported by Dahal ETAL 2022 state that the food preference did not differ based on gender. Yet, difference between genders have been observed through eating habits. Thus, hypothesis no is not rejected. Questionnaire B. There is no significant difference in price of fast food factor for fast food consumption among SEFB students between genders. H1B. There is a significant difference in the price of fast food for fast food consumption among SEFB students between genders. Table shows the result of the t-test analysis. From the table, the male respondents mean equal to 3.5341. Score less than female respondents. The mean is 3.6624. The assumption on equal variance is assumed as indicated in Levin's test. P is equal to 0.446 and P is larger than 0.05. P is larger than 0.269. The results show no significant difference between the price of fast food consumption among SEFB students between genders. P equals to 0.446 larger than 0.05. Hence, is not rejected. According to Musaiger A.O. The year 2014 mentioned that majority consumer preference of fast food is not affected by fast food. However, it is affected by other factor which is income. Then hypothesis no is not rejected. H C. There is no significant difference in income allowance factor for fast food consumption among SEFB students between genders. H1C. There is a significant difference in income allowance factor for fast food consumption among SEFB students between genders. Table shows the result of the t-test analysis. From the table, the male respondents mean is equal to 3.3715, so less than female respondents, the mean is equal to 3.4986. The assumption on equal variance is assumed as indicated in Levin's test. P equals to 0.048 and P is larger than 0.05. The results show it is significant between the income factor among SEFB students between genders. P equals to 0.048 larger than 0.05. Hence, rational is rejected. This situation occurs due to a significant connection between price quality interpretation and the consumption habits of fast food by Nuru et the year 2019. Rational D. There is no significant difference in brand factor for fast food consumption among SEFB students between genders. H1D. There is a significant difference in brand factor for fast food consumption among SEFB students between genders. The table shows the result of the t-test analysis. From the table, the male respondents recorded the mean 3.2410, so less than female respondents, the mean is about 3.4672. The assumption on equal variance is assumed as indicated in Levin's test. P equals to 0.406 and P is larger than 0.05. The result of brand factor for fast food among genders, P is larger than 0.119. The result shows there is no significant difference between the brand factor of fast food among SEFB students between genders. P is equal to 0.406 is larger than 0.05 and it is not rejected. The majority of consumers prefer exceptional and creative fast food options. The decision made by consumers can differ depending on their psychological and demographic characteristics. A finding corroborated by the research conducted by Kalakumarini in TAL. The year 2020. Next, let us proceed to the next part, which is 1A ANOVA. Rational A. There is no significant difference in the level of utility or satisfaction factor for fast food consumption among different primary sources of financial support at UUM. H1A. There is a significant difference in the level of utility or satisfaction factor for fast food consumption among different primary sources of financial support at UUM. There is no significant relationship between the level of utility or satisfaction factor for fast food consumption among different primary sources of financial support at UUM. The p value is 0.074, which is larger than 0.05, hence it is not rejected. According to Stan EL the year 1999, one of the most effective ways to influence customer loyalty is through improving customer satisfaction. Is not primary source of financial support. Rational B. There is no significant difference in price of fast food factor for fast food consumption among different primary sources of financial support at UUM. H1B. There is a significant difference in the price of fast food for fast food consumption among different primary sources of financial support at UUM. Based on the table, there is no significant relationship between the price of fast food and fast food consumption among different primary sources of financial support at UUM. Therefore, the p-value is 0.107, which is greater than 0.05. Hence, hypothesis no is not rejected. Fast food restaurants are more commonly found in economically disadvantaged areas. This suggests that although consumer preference for financial support have no impact on price, income significantly influenced them. By blog ETAL. The year 2004. Rational C. There is no significant difference in income allowance factor for fast food consumption among different primary sources of financial support at UUM. H1C. There is a significant difference in income allowance factor for fast food consumption among different primary sources of financial support at UUM. Based on the table, there is a significant relationship between income allowance factor for fast food consumption among different primary sources of financial support at UUM. Therefore, based on the result, the p-value is 0.008, which is smaller than 0.05. Hence, the hypothesis no is rejected. According to AL and ETAL. The year 2016, food choice is influenced by a variety of variables including income, globalization, changes in nutritional behavior, and market price have an impact on food choices. Hence, income have a direct relationship with primary source of financial support in consuming fast food. Rational D. There is no significant difference in brand factor for fast food consumption among different primary source of financial support at UUM. H1D. There is a significant difference in brand factor for fast food consumption among different primary source of financial support at UUM. Based on the table, there is a significant relationship between the price of fast food and the fast food consumption among different primary source of financial support at UUM. Based on the result, the p-value is 0.004, which is smaller than 0.05. Hence, hypothesis no is rejected. There is a clear emphasis on the brand element when it pertains to fast food consumption, with consumer prioritizing well-known international companies due to their perceived trustworthiness and quality. People with different major source of income tend to follow different trends in this regard. Those with greater incomes tend to gravitate towards well-known international brands because they perceive them as having higher quality, guarantee proof by Gradana ETAL. The year 2020. A method of statistics for determining the direction and strength of a linear relationship between two continuous variables is Pearson correlation analysis. The first statement, there is no significant relationship between level of utility or satisfaction factor, price of fast food factor, income allowance factor, and brand factor of fast food consumption among SEFB students. However, the second statement is about there is no significant relationship between level of utility or satisfaction factor, price of fast food factor, income allowance factor, and brand factor of fast food consumption among SEFB students. Based on the correlation result in the table, there is a positive correlation between the brand factor of fast food and income factor. R equals to 0.272, which indicates there is a relationship between these two variables. Besides, there is also a positive correlation between brand factor of fast food and the price of fast food. R equals to 0.390. Both correlation results are categorized as strong as the value of 0.272 and 0.390 is between the range 0.2 to 0.39. These results are also supported by Kusayadi or Satyadi, the year 2022, revealing that there is a strong beneficial connection among brand image and price. The results show that there is a positive correlation between level of utility and brand factor of fast food. R equals to 0.623, and this variable is being categorized under a very strong correlation, which is between the range 0.621. This result is in line with the previous studies by Cheryl ETAL. The year 2012. The greatest volume of consumption of a particular brand's fast food goods suggests they were very aware of the brand, demonstrating the significance of brand awareness among consumers. Therefore, there is a positive relationship between level of utility and brand factor of fast food. Hence, rational is rejected. This result was proven by the previous study by Nagy ETAL. The year 2021, revealed the complex relationship influencing consumer behavior and preference in the fast food industry by looking at how income level affect the perception of brand name impact, price of fast food, and the total utility obtained from fast food. Discussion and conclusion. Introduction. The result and an overview of the entire research article are covered in this chapter. This chapter will serve as the research paper conclusion. Next, summary of findings. The study investigates fast food preference of SEFB students and UUM, focusing on how convenience, income, brand, utility, and pricing influence consumer decision. These findings can guide initiative to promote educated food choices and healthy eating habits. Conclusion. The study successfully met its research objective by investigating the correlation between income, fast food price, utility levels, and brand preference among SEFB students at University UTARA Malaysia, UUM. The survey included 200 respondents and the study primarily focused on 4 variables. First, income. Second, fast food prices. Third, utility. Fourth, brand. These findings contribute valuable insights that can aid the university in evaluating and understanding consumer preference for fast food at UUM. That's all for my video presentation. Thank you for watching.